Welcome to Sopori channel. Here I learn how to cook Italian and believe me, I'm doing my best. Today we're traveling somewhere under Switzerland and right next to France to Italian region named Valle D'Aosta to discover unbelievable taste of Gnocchetti di Ortiche con Salsa di Funghi, which means little gnocchi from potatoes and nettle with penny bun sauce. Sounds not familiar? Not like a typical Italian food, right? Yeah, it's all because of the location. Valle D'Aosta is located in the north of Italy and the food is different from the south style. From Lazio to Valle d'Aosta, welcome and enjoy, let's cook! Buona giornata! Here is a magic book with the recipe right from Valle d'Aosta. Let's see what we need for this North Italian meal. For sauce, 400 grams of penny bun mushrooms, or as I have 30 grams of dried, 300 grams of vegetable broth, 1 clove of garlic, black pepper, some salt and some butter. For gnocchetti, it was 200 grams of potatoes in the recipe, but I was like, I need more. Recipe says 40 grams of flour, I say you need a lot. Again, recipe says handful of nettle, I say what means handful? 1 yolk and some salt. This is it, non c'è altro, let's cook. Okay, our potatoes are boiled. Important thing, you have to buy sticky type of potatoes, not like for salads. Well, now we have to boil some water to kill our nettle. Yeah, we need it fresh, but not like you want it to bite you during food preparation. So hot water for a few minutes had to help, but honestly not that great. My hands were red and bitten in spite of the hot bathing of nettle leaves. I was expecting the better result, but it wasn't that bad, okay? So now we have to remove the stems because we are going to use the leaves only. And then we are that successful, we have to cut the leaves. More you cut, better you work with it after, believe me. I left the nettle not that well cooked before gnocchetti making, so it wasn't that easy, so good advice, cut better, cut smaller. Next step, we have our potatoes cold enough to clean it and mash it after. Yeah, easy, like you are preparing some mashed potatoes. The beautiful result we have, it's kind of piece of cake, right? Now, as you see, we have to mix together all our potatoes and the nettle thing, and it was the moment when I realized that my hand is on fire because of this healthy green wheat. But I'm strong one, I didn't stop, as you can see, I was pretending like it's okay. Not a big deal, we are working on a Michelin food here, no problem. So 1 yolk and a bit of salt and we are almost there. Almost guys, almost, because the longest trip is in the front of our journey. The task is to add the flour till we have the right consistency of gnocchetti dough. And how you have to realize that you are in the right place with it? Well, you have to know, or you have to feel, or you have to pretend that you know and you feel, because this dough doesn't have to be too sticky, but it can be too dry, so you have to feel that balance. And yeah, you can tell me that the recipe says that much grams, blah blah blah, yeah, but the recipe doesn't know that I have more potatoes or my amount of nettle is more than the 40 grams of flour can work with. So you just have to feel and have to add the flour, since you're pretty sure you can prepare gnocchetti with it. And it wasn't that fast. I was so careful with flour adding because I knew that important part of this meal are potatoes and I didn't want to kill the taste by flour. You know, it's a quite often mistake in cooking when you add more flour and you eat a flour later. And it was the thing I was trying to avoid. And I was successful. I stopped when I knew that I can make this little snake for the future gnocchetti, and if I will need so, I can add some flour snowing and don't have to add it into dough. So as you can see, I divided my dough into 3 parts and started to prepare the shape for the future gnocchetti. This was fun actually, flour was everywhere, but first time I saw this little cute gnocchetti, I was so in love with it, and despite of my fear that maybe it won't boil the great or anything, I was so happy that I had the shape of it. Interesting fact, gnocchetti are the small gnocchi, but what I have here are gnocchi. It is quite big, but you know, I have the result at least, but for your information, they had to be smaller. For all this time we had our dried mushrooms in some water to return them the humidity they lost. Now it's ready and we have to put them into tea towel to lose some humidity again, but not that much. We have to take our clove of garlic and to grease, God, I hope this is the right word, the pan with it. At the same time, we are preparing the water for our gnocchetti. Take some butter and add into pan before mushrooms. As you can know or feel, mushrooms and butter are the good friends actually. Butter is bubbling and we can add mushrooms. We have to make it cook for a few minutes. And let it for 5 minutes with some salt and pepper. Throw out the garlic. Some salt for gnocchetti. And now we can add our vegetable broth. I wasn't cooked that, I just bought it, so don't judge me please. Maybe next time I will try to be like Italian nonna, but I'm not so sure about that. We have to cook it like for 10 minutes. Taste test was phenomenal, everything is great, and it is time to boil our gnocchetti. Look at the babies, they're so adorable. I'm so proud of myself, I made it by myself. It's ready when you see them swimming up. They are done, not like done, you know, but like it's ready. When you see this, you can add gnocchetti into the pan with our mushroom sauce. Isn't that beautiful? The colors and taste. Northern Italy is something really different from the south parts of the country, but the cuisine is excellent and really interesting too. I was so curious about this meal, so that's why we're preparing it. Left it for 3 minutes and we can serve. We're like ready. There was no parmigiano in the recipe, so it's like my taste to add it and my decision actually, because I was like mushrooms and potatoes, where is the cheese? Maybe it's not that correct for this meal, but I think that it wasn't like +1 ingredient, it was so good together. So this is it. Hope it was somehow interesting for you. I'm not stopping to learn how to cook Italian. South or north, sud or north. So stay tuned, like this video, leave some comment and follow for more interesting recipes. Thank you for watching and bye!